the thing he has that Himmat and him have, which is a very unique kind of camaraderie. I've not seen that. I mean, you always see this Sherlock-Watson kind of a relationship, but this is not that.
I think the credit goes to, again, the writer, what he has written. And lots of times people say chemistry. Yes, chemistry is, of course, a decent actor would use his or her imagination to bestow whatever the character, whatever the writer has imagined. But to create that on paper, I think is the, is the bigger challenge. One has tried hands at writing also, so I know how difficult it is to create such a lived, it's almost like a lived character, to the point where they had met for the very first time, which is also a very iconic scene that you written, कि फिर से vodka तेरे सूंघूंगा तो घुसा दूंगा मैं, and suddenly
first he says whiskey. He says whiskey.
Correct.
If I remember, it's an iconic scene. He says whiskey. So he says vodka. Come back.
Correct. So I'm saying that for writing a scene like that, for writing a scene like that, see, you know what I'm saying? You're remembering it from season 1, and suddenly I felt what it did was it brought in people right away. The moment that thing got exchanged, the reverence of, oh my God, I want to invest,
in
their relationship.
Yeah. So answer that. When you were, it's a unique relationship. I mean, there's no reference point. One understands that cops, people on the right side of the law, often hunt in pairs. Because in Neeraj Pandey shows, they hunt in groups, considering there are so many of them around the world. But these two in particular. But it's not a Sherlock-Watson kind of a relationship. It's not a Bhumkesh and his assistant, Feluda and his kind of relationship. Did you view them at some point being friends in the future? Series 3, 4, 5?
So, no, 1.5 was actually about that. I mean, from the scene that you just mentioned, which was the introduction to each other in season 1, and then the 18-year journey that they have. So, 1.5 was precisely that, where if you wanted to tell the story of Himmat, it won't be through the lens of even his wife. You had to go to someone like Abbas, who has seen both sides, the professional and the personal side. And he's in a unique position. He's got a great vantage point into Himmat's life. So that's already done, by the way, what you're talking about. And in season 2, we get to see how that relationship has sort of more matured, in a more matured light, and I mean, how they are sort of indispensable to each other.